Hello and welcome to day 16 of our 30-day yoga journey, Intention. Today is all about renewal of the body and the energy. We've just passed actually the halfway mark of this 30-day journey. So it's time to come back inwards, come back to yourself and renew your energy for the final half of the challenge. So without further ado, let's begin. We are going to begin today laying on our mats. So coming down onto your back, and once you've reached the ground, just walking your feet as wide as your mat and allow your knees to drop in on one another. Your hands can come to rest on your belly, and just take a moment to tune into the body and into the breath. Noticing how it feels to be here in your body today. Noticing how the body feels now that you are halfway into this challenge. Have you noticed any shifts or changes? Maybe not only within the body but in the mind. Just becoming aware of all that is going on for you as we find our way into the space on our mat today. From here we're going to walk our feet in a little bit closer to one another so they are hips distance apart, and we're going to bring that right knee into the chest. Extend that left leg long, and we're just going to start by taking some gentle circles through that right ankle. Taking them in one direction and then switching the direction of the circles. Good. Then extending the right leg up towards the ceiling or the sky and taking your hands behind that right thigh. Just noticing breathing here, allowing those shoulders to relax down towards the mat. And then walking that leg in a little closer to you as you take your hands a little further up the leg. And then bending your knee, and we're just going to cross that right leg over the left, coming into a twist, taking your right arm out in line with your shoulder. Inhale that knee through center, then lower the foot to the floor and bring that left knee in towards the chest. Extend the right leg long and then just take some gentle circles in one direction with that left foot. And then in the other direction. Extending the leg up towards the ceiling or the sky. Taking your hands behind the back of that left thigh. Walking your hands up the leg a little bit, keeping those shoulders rested onto the mat. Then bending the knee, and we're going to cross that left knee over the right leg, taking the left arm out in line with the shoulder in a twist. Coming back through center in an inhale and bringing both knees in towards the chest, and we're going to take the hands behind the backs of the thighs, and we're just going to simply rock up and down through the spine, having a wee massage along that spine as you take these rock and rolls, and then coming up through seated. We're going to roll over onto our hands and knees and come into that tabletop shape that we all know and love. So find your stability here in this tabletop, and we're just going to take some cat-cows. So drop the belly on the inhale, look up, lift the hips, exhale, curl through the spine. Inhale, lower it down, looking up, looking forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl it in. This time as we look up towards the sky, we're going to lift the right leg. We're going to point the toes up towards the ceiling, taking a tiger curl. And then exhale, bring that right knee in towards the nose. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Good, one more time, looking up. And this time as you curl that knee in, come up onto your fingertips so you can step that right foot forward. Plant the right foot down on the mat. As you inhale, sweep those arms up overhead. Relax through the shoulders here. Breathing into it. And relaxing the hands down to the mat. We're going to tuck those left toes, lift that left knee. Pause and breathe here. Open up through that front body. Left knee lowers down, step the right foot back. Come back to your cat-cows. Moving with your breath, inhale, the belly drops, you lift the chest, lift the hips, exhale, curl it in. The next time you open through that chest, we're going to lift that left leg, point the toes up towards the sky, and then bring that knee in towards the nose as you round through the spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl it in. This time as you curl, come up onto the fingertips, step that left foot forward. Open up through the chest, sweep the arms up. Breathe here as you relax through those shoulders. Sweep the hands down to the mat. Tuck those right toes, lift that right knee off the mat. Breathe in here. Right knee lowers to the mat, step the left foot back. Walk your hands forward, a handprint, and tuck your toes again and lift your hips up towards the sky this time. Coming into your down dog. First downward dog of the day, so walk your knees a little, bending one knee then the other. And then when you're ready to find some stillness in your down dog, really bend into the knees so you can find length in the spine. And from this space, then beginning to straighten the legs any amount. Inhale, bend the knees, look between the hands and walk forward. Find your half lift. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Ground down into the feet, sweeping those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Coming into your mountain pose, your Tadasana, grounding down through the feet. Lifting up through those inner thighs, tilt your tailbone under slightly. Shoulders down away from the ears. Pause and breathe here. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead and lift that right knee up off the mat. As you exhale, leaning forward with control, sending that right leg back and stepping it down to the mat. Arms sweep up, high lunge. Relax through your shoulders here. Breathing into it. Then straighten through that front leg. As you exhale, we're going to bend into the front knee, bend into the elbows. Inhale, stretch, taking everything tall. Exhale, bend, open through the chest, look up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, coming through. Beautiful, coming up through center, straighten through that front leg. We're going to take that back leg parallel to the short side of the mat. Both legs are straight here. Send your hips to the back of the mat. Reach that left arm forward and lower it anywhere along that left leg. Coming into your triangle shape. Your gaze can be at the floor or up at the sky or the ceiling. Inhale lifts you up through center. Exhale, reverse your triangle, taking that right hand down the right leg. Inhale lifts you up. Coming up onto the toes of that back foot, bending into the front knee, come through that high lunge. Bringing the hands in front of the heart. And we're going to step forward, bringing that right knee up through center. Find your balance here. And then taking the hands to that knee. Stand up a little taller. And then keep that left hand where it is. And we're going to open out to the right side in a twist. Breathing here. Fixing your focus. Coming back through center. Release that right foot down. Grounding down into your feet, finding that mountain pose. As you inhale, ground down into that right leg, lift that left knee up, lifting the arms overhead. Exhale, leaning forward and with control, sending that left leg back and stepping it back for your high lunge. Pause and breathe here. Inhale, straighten through that front leg. Then exhale, bend into the knee, bend into the elbows. Looking up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sinks you in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, breathe. Pause it here, then sweep those arms up as you straighten through the front leg. Lower that back foot parallel to the short side of the mat. Arms come to a T. Send your hips to the back of the mat. Reach that right arm forward and lower it anywhere along that right leg for your triangle shape. Gaze at the floor or the sky. And lifting up through center. We're going to reverse that warrior, taking that left hand down the left leg, reaching the right arm overhead. Inhale lifts you up. As we bend into that front knee, come up onto the toes of that back foot for your high lunge. With control, stepping that left foot forward and bringing the knee up in front of the chest. Hands come to the knee. Find a little more length through the spine. Breathing here. Then keeping that right hand on the knee, we're going to open up to the left side in a twist. Beautiful. Coming back through center and releasing the feet down to the mat. Find your Tadasana, nice and strong and steady. As you inhale, sweep those arms up overhead. As you exhale, we'll fold forward. Inhale, find length and a half lift. Then plant your hands and step your feet back. Lower your knees, bringing your chest forward so you can bend the elbows, lowering down halfway in your chaturanga. Hips come to the mat as you lift up through your cobra. Exhale back to your down dog. Inhale sweeps the right leg up. As you exhale, round through the spine, bringing the knee towards the nose. Inhale, send it long, reaching the right leg up. Exhale, curl it in, knee comes towards the nose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round through the spine, knee towards the nose. Then curl a little more, lifting that right knee into the chest and then stepping it forward. You can use your hand to help it get there if it doesn't quite reach. Inhale lifts you up into that high lunge. Breathing here. Then back foot goes parallel to the short side of the mat, straighten through the legs. Hips to the back of the room. Find your triangle. Inhale lifts you up. Reverse your triangle. Inhale brings you through center, coming up into that high lunge. Then step that left foot forward, bringing it in towards the chest. Right hand stays on that left knee. Open up to that left side. Breathing here. Then coming back through center, reaching the arms overhead. And this time we're going to come through a warrior three, folding forward over that leg, sending the left leg back. Arms can be at the chest, in front of you, or alongside the body. Lower your hands to the mat, lifting that left leg up for your standing splits. Then bending into that right leg, step that left leg back. Coming through your lunge. Right leg steps back to meet the left leg, coming through a plank. Lower your knees, bring your chest down halfway in a chaturanga, hips to the mat to lift up for cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Exhale, round the spine, bring the knee towards the nose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl it in, really lifting that knee up towards the chest before stepping it forward. Inhale lifts you up to your high lunge. Lower that back foot as you straighten through the front leg, hips to the back of the mat, into your triangle. Inhale lifts you up, reverse your warrior. Lifting up, come through that high lunge before stepping that right knee forward, bringing it in towards the chest. Standing up tall, left hand to the knee, open out to your right side. Coming back through center, hands to the chest, sending the right leg back so you can come through your warrior three. Exhale, fold over that left leg, bringing the hands to the floor and your standing splits. See if you can lift that right leg a little higher. Lower that left foot with control, coming through your lunge. Hands plant to the mat so you can step that left foot back. Activate your core here in your plank. And then lower your knees, lower down halfway in your chaturanga. Glide through to your cobra. Exhale back to your down dog. Coming back to the breath. Renewing your attention on that breath. Then lowering your knees, taking your big toes together, your knees wide, and sinking back to your child's pose. Walking your hands back towards you so you can come up through seated. We're going to bring our knees together. And we're going to take our hips to one side so you can extend those legs forward. Find a little length through the spine and sweep those arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward over the legs any amount. Breathe in here. Then inhale lifts you up, soles of the feet to the mat. Find length through the spine. Leaning back slightly, coming up onto the toes of the feet. Then lifting the left foot, lifting the right, coming through your boat pose. Option to keep the hands behind the knees or extend them out alongside the legs. See if you can find a little more length through the spine. Then lower the feet and lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae, onto your mat. Bringing the feet down as you inhale, lift the hips, come through your bridge pose. Pause and breathe here. Come back to your breath always. Then exhale, lower the hips to the mat, walk your feet together, allow your knees to drop open for your butterfly. And bringing your hands back to the belly where we began. And just simply tuning back into your body and into your breath. And then coming through your Shavasana by extending right leg and then your left leg, allowing your feet to drop open. Arms come down beside you, palms faced up. As you let go and sink in. Beginning to lengthen your inhales and your exhales. Take a gentle wriggle through your fingers and your toes. Allow it to become bigger through the wrists and the ankles. Then take a full body stretch, reaching your arms overhead before bending your knees and rolling to your side. Pausing for a moment to find space for gratitude for your body and all that it does for you. And then when you're ready, making your way up through seated. All right, today's quote comes from Deborah Day. Renewal requires opening yourself up to new ways of thinking and feeling. So be open to different yoga poses even, be open to different styles of yoga and explore, play, and it doesn't have to be constricted to yoga, like just in life in general. Read books that you wouldn't normally read, speak to people you wouldn't normally speak to, open up, explore, be open to all new ideas. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this flow. Namaste. Now, if you did enjoy this flow, you know what to do. Hit the thumbs up button, hit subscribe to follow along the rest of the 30-day journey, and hit the notification bell to see when videos drop. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.